Eurobass is back, and it is more powerful than ever. Huge thanks to Submission Audio for sending over their brand new virtual bass instrument, Eurobass III. As some of you may know, I've been a huge fan of the Spectre sound for a long time. In fact, I have a Dan Briggs signature model over here that makes its way onto pretty much everything I record. Until now. There are some awesome features in Eurobass 3 that you just heard in that demo, so let me walk you through how I used it. So the first two things I used in this track are right over here, the humanize and position knobs. So the humanize knob I have set to machine, which is the least realistic out of them all, and that's for the heavy parts of this track. And the humanize knob is basically a velocity randomizer, and it's gonna offset your notes a little bit, so it's not perfectly quantized to the grid. So you've got machine, you've got human, and then you've got bassist. I have it down as close to human as I can, but on the machine side of the threshold. And then I've got my position knob set to 1. So here's what that does. So when the position knob is at 0, it's gonna use the open string whenever it can. So what I wanted to do was set it to 1. There's a part in this riff where it hits the 5th fret on the E string, which of course is the same note on the next string up, open. I didn't want it to hit the open string, I wanted it to hit on the 5th fret. So I changed this position knob from 0 to 1, and then it's gonna prioritize this 5th fret on the E string over the open string. So here it is right here, open, and then it hits the 5th fret instead of trying to jump and hit that open string. Because as a bass player, it's gonna be hard to make that jump from the open to another open string and get it clean. Now for this middle clean section, what I did was I set the humanize knob to bassist so I can get the most realistic performance possible. Also, another cool thing about this section is how I used the different articulations in Eurobass 3. So in Logic, I have my default articulation for my clean setting as slap. And then for these notes here, I wanted the dead slap and the pop. So I could get this super groovy, fun, muted bass part to really groove with the drums. So I set up my articulations in Logic, so wherever I want to change the articulation, I can highlight those notes and I can go over here to my articulations. I can select pop, I can select pick alt, dead slap, dead pop, dead note, hammer on. Should be noted that I'm also in drop A flat. So G sharp and A flat are the same pitch. Eurobass just calls it G sharp instead of A flat. But yeah, I'm in drop A flat, so I have my tuning set up accordingly. If you don't have the tuning set up correctly, it'll still play the correct notes, whatever you program in your DAW, but it won't show the fretboard here correctly. Lastly, for this part towards the end of my demo, I wanted it to be like I wanted this to be like the climax of the track. So it's like super in your face, hits you super hard, and I wanted the bass to be that extra like push over the top. So I have this doom switch on. So what the doom button does is it forces all down picking and it cranks the velocity. And of course, you can choose between DI, clean, and distorted. So for my writing template, where I want it to be a little more CPU friendly, I can still have a super thick and heavy sounding bass tone with the in-house distortion, and I can have a great range of customization here as well. So I've been using Eurobass 3 for a few weeks now, and it's really just taken my productions to another level sonically. There's so much that this plugin has to offer, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface. So if you would like to purchase Eurobass 3, you can check my affiliate link in the description. And thank you so much again to Submission Audio for sending me this amazing virtual bass instrument. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.